back to Ravenly. I'm Sarah.
I'm Sophie.
And I'm Bella.
And and the day has come.
The day has come.
Well, I guess half of us, 40% of us, are in person at school by the time that this episode comes out. Isn't that wacky? It's almost been a year since we left school.
True.
And if you told me like a year ago that this would have lasted a year, Nobody would have believed you. Floored.
Except for Unwin. Unwin predicted it.
He totally did.
He was like, if we don't flatten the curve like very soon, then we're not going to be in school for like a long time, like maybe even months or a year. And I was like, you're crazy, girl, you crazy. And it was just like, I was like, that can't be happening. Like, no, it can't be happening. Like, this is not okay. And then
here we are.
Here we are. Unwin the
Do you
prophet.
guys think that it's gonna last? Like having people in person, that many people? Do you think it's gonna be long term, or is it just gonna shut down? Yeah.
I mean, like, for people who are going in sorry to interrupt, but for people who are going in person, sorry to burst the bubble, I really don't think it's gonna work well, just because there's gonna be a lot of ruckus and a lot of people not wearing their masks, and then people are gonna realize, oh shoot, we're spreading COVID. And then we're all gonna be like, oh.
Okay, here's what I'm picturing. I think I'm basing this off of the amount of people that have been on campus so far, like the people that have been doing online school without teachers on campus, outside and stuff like that. And I remember they sent that survey out to everyone, and there's only, I want to say, like max 40 to 50 people on campus, and they're spread out, so it looks like there's like 3 people, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because I've like gone for PALS events during lunch, which everybody should go to. And so that has worked so far, and that was like an invitation to the whole school, and that's like the amount of people that actually like kind of that actually went is so small that I think that's what's going to happen again. Even though teachers will be in person, I feel like, say like a class has 30 students, I think there's only going to be like 3 or 4 in each class. It might not be like that for the first week. The first week, everyone might be like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going back to school. But then after that, I feel like the numbers are going to drop like super quick. And I feel like that's the only way this is going to be able to continue, because the exposure, obviously, there's going to be exposure. That's inevitable. But the exposure won't be as, like, massive as it could be. Just because people are going to be like, bro, I can be doing online school at my house. Like, why would I go to school, you know?
Exactly.
Are you guys going in?
I think I'm going to go in for the first week, and just kind of test the waters. But I probably won't go for long.
Yeah, I said yes just because I didn't want to say no, you know?
Yeah, I wanted the option.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go because I really want to like welcome people on campus.
Same.
Like I kind of miss that. But I don't know. I also really want to see my teachers. I miss my teachers so much.
Same, dude. Literally, I want to see how tall my teachers are.
Okay, Sophie.
I want to see their height. No, I want to see like my online teachers, and also like my art history teacher Melconian is pregnant, and I've only seen her. Yeah, well, I mean, her due date's in April, I think, so hopefully she's there for a long time.
I had no idea. I love her. I had her for AP World.
She's so sweet, and like I didn't even notice that she was pregnant because she's just on camera, like you don't see her belly, and I'm like, oh my gosh. She was like, yeah, my due date's like in a couple weeks. I was like, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Like, queen, you do not
she's
look it.
She's gonna pop.
True. Good thing she's recorded
a really
her
good
lectures.
mom.
Oh my god, yeah. I would love to have her as my mom. But it was so funny. She like records like lecture videos for us to watch like in like our asynchronous time. And she was like, she always adds in these bloopers, and there was one that like my friend and I were laughing at, and it was like her just like trying to pronounce something, and she looks over and she's like, close the door, and you just hear the door close, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. Because she was just like, her kid was being annoying, and I was like, that's so sweet. Literally, I'm
That's
so
cool.
excited for her.
I love when you begin to see teachers as people and not teachers, and it's like so fun.
Oh my God,
You know?
it's so fun. Especially like as you get older in high school. Because it's like I feel like all the teachers for like juniors and seniors, they're so different from like the teachers from freshman and sophomore. Like sometimes
Oh yeah.
you have like a few teachers where you're like, oh yeah, this is a fun teacher, and then teachers that are like, okay, I'm gonna hold your hand. And now it's like they're like my A-push teacher, she literally is just like, guys, sorry I'm late, like I'm just blah blah blah, like just kind of like
Yeah. Normal
being
life.
like a human being and not
Yeah.
like a teacher, and I think it's very fun. So if you're an underclassman, look forward to it. Like I don't know,
Oh yeah.
like I feel like those like fun teachers like Spilkin and like Aguilar, like they're just like cool people. So and they only teach
Vibes.
like upper grade classes. What's it called?
Vibes.
Upperclassmen classes.
Upper grade classes.
Yeah. But anyways.
Sarah, do you know if you're going back?
I'm not.
Okay.
And because like I have an autoimmune disease and my mom is immunosuppressed, so it would just not be a good idea
Yeah.
for me personally. But I'm super excited for everyone else going back. I just
We'll
don't
send you
like
pictures.
I just don't like the idea of just going in person to do online school basically.
Yeah, that's
when
what
I
I
could
don't
just like stick with my routine.
Yeah.
And like I mean, I'm doing fine with online school, even though I am a little bit restless socially. Like, I just want all this stuff to happen. Like, I want to be talking to new people, and it's like, I can't have that right now.
Yeah, Sarah's a little
girl,
social butterfly who needs to fly out of the cocoon, but she can't.
I do. I've kind of realized in the past, like, month, I am more extroverted than I thought.
True. Okay,
Like,
INFP.
I've started... Okay, INFP, right? I mean, I'm an INFP, ENFP cusper, I'll say, because I always get like 50% extroverted, introverted thing. I've talked about that before. Anyway, so I just kind of like, I want to go hang out with new people, but that's not the situation right now. But I am so excited for this summer. I am just hoping that it can be a little bit normal.
Literally, I'm getting my vaccine this weekend, and I'm so excited.
Yay!
Queen!
Dude,
Bro.
I'm literally so pumped. I'm so glad that I started working in the food service industry because I'm so exposed. And like they're like they posted a like it's I think it started Saturday. Yeah. And so like I was like I saw a poster and it was like get vaccinated. I was like, oh my gosh, I can do that now. And I looked it up and like I checked my eligibility. They were like, you're eligible. And my mom got me an appointment.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I have a story about this. It's not really a story. It's more like not a story. Anyway, when I found out I could get vaccinated, this is so funny, guys. I was with my Young Life leader and she was telling me about how she was trying to get vaccinated, but Young Life was like, we're not vaccinating you. And she was like, what the heck? So anyway, basically, she got vaccinated. And so she was like, can you get vaccinated? And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, you work at McDonald's. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. And so then we Googled it and she was like, you can get vaccinated. And I was like, what? And so then I like, bro, that was, I think, one of the most exciting moments in my life. Like, oh my gosh. And so I clicked the link and everything. And she was like, all right, like, let's see if they have dates. So we were like looking and there was some like slots available and I clicked it and she was like, Bella, hurry up and put all your information in right now because if not it'll just go away. And I was like, what? And so I tried, but obviously I didn't have my insurance card with me or anything. And so anyway, when I got home I tried it and all of the slots were gone. And I'm not kidding. Like when I signed up first, or when I at least tried, there was like 20. And I got home like 20 minutes later and they were all gone.
No, yeah, they go in like seconds, dude. Like I know. I was looking for one. I found one at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Or no, it wasn't at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. It was at where was it? Oh my God, Coronado. And there were like appointments and I was like so excited. And then they were like Moderna only. And so I put in my age and it was 16. I was like, they were like, you can't get the Moderna one if you're not 18. So I had to get one for Pfizer. And I was like, oh shoot. And then my mom freaking found one while I was at work. I was like, Lordy, I'm so excited.
Bro, yeah. I can't wait to get vaccinated. I can't wait to get an appointment. Like, and then I was talking to my Young Life leader and I was like, can you believe were like freaking out and screaming and super excited over getting vaccinated. Can you imagine us like a year ago doing this? We would have like been like, ew, vaccines. I hate them,
like,
you
oh, I
know?
don't want to get a shot. But like literally,
Yeah.
it's so
Girl,
exciting.
just stick it in my arm
Also, like,
right
I know,
now.
yeah.
Also, anybody watching, if you're eligible to get the vaccine, I was worried because I was like, oh, I'm eligible now, but like, I don't want to take it away from somebody who needs it. They're like throwing away vaccines because they have to stay at a certain temperature. So it's like, if you can get one, because like, then you'll just be throwing away your chance for no reason because they're going to give it to people anyways. And also,
I mean, the more
be
soon
safe.
like that we all get it, we're gonna reach herd immunity.
Right. And also,
True.
like, if you're exposed to it, then you should get the vaccine. Everybody should get the vaccine. It's not about like if you're immunocompromised or not, although that would be like more ideal. Everybody's being exposed to it all the time, especially if you work in like food service or like medicine. And so, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea to get it and do it and hit it up. Also,
yeah, Sophie, we're gonna need some updates on how that goes.
to root.
Yeah.
Y'all, be smart, be safe. Also, be cool. That's my
Be cool.
Be
Keep your
swag.
cameras on in class.
Oh my
guys.
gosh, yeah, Bella, you said it before, and I don't think we were recording at this time, but like you were like, let's remind people, guys, homeroom is a fun place. If you're a student at CCA, you most definitely have a homeroom, even if you don't go to it, but you're definitely in the Google Classroom for it. Like, don't worry. But there's a lot of talk about homerooms being not as interactive. And if you're a teacher, if you're a student, make sure to be more interactive with your homeroom because that's like the class that you're going to be with for a long time. It's not a fleeting thing. It's not like last semester, if I was in a class that didn't have a lot of their cameras on, I'd be like, okay, next semester, this won't happen because I'm not going to be in this class. But guess what? You're in homeroom for all of high school. And if you're just sitting in a class with no freaking camera on, I do it too. I don't like having my camera on when nobody else has their camera on. It happens. Like I feel awkward, and I always feel awkward. So like it's not something I'm not used to, but it's like I don't know, you just don't want to do it. But like if you do it, other people will do it as well. Like there was one day where this girl just decided to have her camera on, and then everybody else ended up turning their camera on in my homeroom.
Oh,
and it was just a beautiful
moment.
It was a beautiful moment. Sorry, I always say moment instead of moment. I don't know why. I've just decided to become a California girl. No, literally, I realize I want to be like a cool, like I live where the trees grow free kind of girl. But I realize I'm such a California girl. Like I look outside and I'm like, oh my god, these palm trees are so freaking cute. Like, oh my god, the sunset. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
I
California.
definitely see that in you, Sophie.
Sorry. I don't like that about me.
Why?
Bella, I feel like the San Diego vibe fits you well. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, I love summer, and like, I love my friends. And I'm like, girl, I wish I love summer and my friends. No, I love my friends. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not as like a summerly social person. I'm a very winterly social person. Isn't that crazy? That's why I love school, is because like it's like cold weather. Like right now, oh my god, the rain freaking, when was it? Wednesday? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. The rain was so nice. Sorry I'm talking a lot. This is just something I need to get off my chest. Oh, what was I talking about? Homeroom. Okay, yeah. And that was like a fun time.
Whoa.
And like, literally like,
Jeez.
It was a beautiful moment. That's what I was saying. It was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful time. My homeroom teacher, what a queen. She was like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, thank you for turning on your cameras. And I was like, girl, I should do this more often. And then the next week, nobody had their cameras on. I was like, did we not learn our lesson? Like, just because this isn't an academic class doesn't mean you can't learn. Learn to have respect. And then I turned my camera off. So, guilty? Guilty as charged.
Yeah, something I also want to say is if you don't think your homeroom is fun, make it fun,
Make it fun.
There's nothing impossible. Like, homeroom is not that big of a deal because it's literally just like another class in your high school career. But because it's not that big of a deal, why wouldn't you want to enjoy it, man? You know, like you're gonna have to be there anyway. So why don't we figure this out and make it awesome?
True. Literally, like, I don't know, like what Mr. Unwin, our PALS advisor, was saying. Ask a question. Like, be like, would you rather have
toes or feet?
No. Would you rather? No, oh yeah, that's a good one. I like asking like, would you rather like body part questions, like like would you rather have hands for ears or ears for hands?
Sarah, what's your answer?
Put me on the spot like this. So wait, if I have hands for ears, do I also have hands for hands?
Yes.
I'll take the hands for ears.
What?
I don't want little ear hands.
I just think that would look
Girl,
so
how are you
funny.
supposed to grab? How are you supposed to grab things if you just have a hole in your like wrist where you're hearing out of? But I mean, that would be kind of cool if you could like, if you're like, I can't hear this area very well, you could just stick your arm out a little further and you can hear.
Oh my gosh,
better.
yeah. Okay, so like, what if there was a society where like instead of gender, we had like hand ears or like ear hands, and so like there were different professions that people could go into. This like goes into segregation, right? But this is not good.
Okay.
So like basically people will be like, well, scientifically they'll use like Darwinian racism, and they'll be like, well, scientifically people with ears for hands can work in like detective work because they can hear things by just sticking their hand in there. But then people who have hands for ears will have to go into the assembly line because they have more hands, and so like that could work. And then people will be like, no, I want to be a detective even though I have hands for ears. And they're like, no, you were born this way, so you have to do this job because that's what you're going to be good at. And then they're like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe it, I was forced. And then people are going to have to get like transplant surgeries and like plastic surgery to like look different, to have like the different thing. Wouldn't that...
How are you supposed to assemble things if you have to bend down so that your hands can reach
Nubs.
things?
There's an assembly line at the level of your ears.
Oh, so you're just like,
There's two assembly lines. One at your like the level of your hips, so you can use your normal hands, and then one at the level of your ears.
Dude, literally genius.
What are we assembling, like earmuffs?
Oh darn. Yeah, what if your ear hands get cold?
What if you can't hear?
Yeah, it's earmuffs.
No, what if you can't hear?
What can you hear? So it's either you can hear really well or not at all. And you look like a star-nosed mole or whatever.
Oh my gosh. Oh, would you...
I think this episode should be called Ears and Hands.
Ears and Hands and the segregation that will come with it.
Yeah.
No, literally, let's write a book. Like
let's write a book.
The ears and hands
the opening line is like the hook, and it's like, would you rather have hands for ears or ears for hands? Think about that. Imagine if you didn't have a choice and you were given one of those. And you were not normal.
This is like Brave New World, but really bad.
This is like Brave New World, but like not good at all. And it's like one chapter, and it's like the worst grammar ever.
It's a pamphlet.
It's like literally, it's like the grammar of like a fourth grader, and then like you mix that with like the bad ideas of me, myself, and I, and like it's not the best.
It's only 10 pages long.
Because who has the attention span to read a whole book?
Not me, especially if I had ears for hands.
Turn the pages with your head. That'd be so fun.
Oh. Yeah, because you can't, like, what if you get a paper cut on your little ear?
No. Oh.
Anyway, we have 1 minute until class ends.
Guys, this is a little mini episode and it was so fun.
Thank
you for coming on this journey with us.
Snippet. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Mysterious.
Oh, if you're in in-person school, be kind, be gracious.
Oh, wait, Kelsey, or what? No, my friend's name is Kelsey. Oh. Sophie. What? Oh, what were you gonna? You've been meaning to say something for like weeks, like that you reminded me to remind you to say.
Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god! My rhyme! Oh my gosh! You guys, I forgot my rhyme 2 weeks ago, and then I was too tired to go to the last episode. Oh my gosh! Okay, what was it? Did I text you it, Sarah, or did I? Oh my god! Did I write it down? Okay.
Should I go look?
Yes. No. No, I have it.
Okay.
All right. So let's say her name was Alice. This is for those who don't know, go back and watch it. No, I'm kidding. Stay here. There was a woman picking up a phone order, and so I have to read out the order for her. And so I say, all right, so for Alice, we have 2 number 1s, no onion, no pickle, and gluten-free buns. And that was my rhyme. thank you so much for
That was
it. And literally, I'm so proud of that. It just came out of my mouth. It was how it was read on the receipt. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I just like that. Like, totally rocked my world. And so I spit rhymes. And guess what? This woman did not hear me. She did not hear me. I was like, oh my gosh, that rhymed. She was like, what? I was like, oh, I was reading out your order and it rhymed.
Blocked it out.
And she was like, oh, can I just pay now? And I was like, yeah.
Here,
it's
bye.
crazy.
You should have said
no.
no.
Yeah. And I think she left a tip, but we'll see. But yeah, if anybody who recognizes that is watching, Alice hit me up. I don't know if her name was Alice, but yeah, some crazy things happen at Burger Lounge Del Mar. So you guys should come by.
Next podcast episode, we are going to find out if Sophie got a tip or not.
Oh my gosh. No, literally, okay. The thing about like tipping is that like people, I understand if you don't want to tip. I don't have a lot of money. Or like I want to save my money because I have to go to college and everything. I don't have to. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. You're not forced to. But I want to go to college, so I want to save my money. So I understand it. If you don't want to give a tip, like that's totally fine. But it's always nice to leave a little something to let them know that you appreciate. But also like,
true.
I've learned that like there's so much that goes into making food. So like people will be like, oh, it's only takeout. All I'm doing is like coming in and paying for something and then giving the food to me. So I'm not going to tip. Do you know how much goes into the food? Anyways, I'm not guilting you into tipping people, but be kind to your food service workers, especially right now.
Oh, yeah.
Literally like.
Also, guys, I'd like to share that once I got a tip in the drive-thru.
Whoa.
I know. Gosh. That was my first ever tip, and I almost cried because it was super cute. It was like this really old lady, and I gave her like a coffee or something, and she was like, "Here's $3," and I was like, "Oh,
that's
thanks.
So sweet." No, literally, oh my gosh, it's so awkward when you're just kind of like, I love it. I was doing like curbside pickup, and I was bringing out food, and she was like, "Hold on 1 second," and I saw her get out her wallet, so I just kind of waited there, kind of. Like, I'd already given her food, and I was just kind of waiting there, sitting around, like, waiting outside of her car. And she gave me $5. I was like, okay, swag. And apparently, okay, this is the rule at Burger Lounge. If they hand you the tip in your hand, you can take it all for yourself. But if they put the tip in the jar, then it's split amongst the people.
You have to split it.
Bro,
at McDonald's, you're not allowed to take tips.
Really?
At all.
Really?
Yeah. And if they say keep the change, you have to put it in the
oh yeah, I do that. Thing. Most of the time when people hand me the tip though, I just put it in the jar because like I don't want to be carrying around money. But sometimes I do. I'm like, I deserve this. If anybody from Burger Lounge is listening and they don't, and that's not the rule, I heard that from a manager. So if I'm wrong, let me know.
Sorry.
But anyways.
All right, guys, this is our info on tips.
Online school.
Homeroom. And online and
oh my gosh, true.
Vaccinations.
No, literally, like
we really covered all the important topics
in this little episode.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we talked about a lot of things in these 20 minutes. It's been a beautiful time.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing, wonderful
day. And if you're going to
in-person
school, be fearless. Be brave.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of being fearless and being brave, I put in the stream of my homeroom asking if we have extended lunch, and my homeroom teacher said, I'm checking. I haven't seen anything. I think she meant seen anything. Queen.
Cool. Awesome. Bye,
everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day, whether it is in person or online. Lots of love.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.